So what we did was to get the Buckhead Council of Neighborhoods, under the leadership of Deborah Wathen, put together the Buckhead Safety Alliance and created the Buckhead Public Safety Foundation. That alliance has gone, and under her direction and with the help of so many supporters, so many hours of work, and so many major contributions from various sources, today is announcing these security patrols that will make us safer in Buckhead for our residents and for our visitors. And so, right, with that, Deborah, I would like to bring you to the podium to give us more information about these patrols. Thank you.
And thank you, Councilman Norwood. Always a tough act to follow. And thank you for everyone coming today. I am really excited to tell you all about the Buckhead Safety Alliance patrols. As Council Member Norwood said, patrolling commercial corridors is not a new concept, but it is proven to reduce crime. The two vehicles you see behind me are fully equipped police cruisers. These cruisers have been patrolling the most used commercial corridors in Buckhead, as highlighted on this map right here. This is where they'll be patrolling, and APD's Zone 2 Commander Major Mitchell and his staff identified these as the commercial areas in greatest need of additional patrols. It's Northside Parkway here, and West Paces Ferry from Chattahoochee to Sutton Middle School. It's Howell Mill Corridor from Collier Road to the Buckhead boundary. Peachtree Road from the Peach Shopping Center down to Brookwood Station. Roswell Road from Powers Ferry to the city limits and over to Chastain Park. And then Piedmont Road from Far Road down to I-85. These are some of the most traveled corridors in Buckhead. Beginning today, off-duty active Atlanta Police Department officers with full arrest power will travel these corridors to deter unlawful activity and respond quickly if crimes are in progress. We have these two patrol cars and a third one on the way, donated by the Atlanta Police Foundation. They are fully equipped vehicles and will give the officers all the tools they need to do their job effectively. They will also have one important addition. Each will have a dedicated cell phone with a number that Buckhead Safety Alliance businesses and members will have. If the need arises, the member can call 911 and then the patrol car directly for immediate assistance. The goal is to expand the resources of greatest need and restore a sense of safety in Buckhead. These patrols will be nearby when we are out shopping, dining, working, and going about our day. In addition, this Northside corridor passes by a dozen public and private schools. This offers protection for our youngest citizens as they attend school and during their after-school activities. As you can imagine, the financial commitment required for these patrols is not insignificant. In addition to the vehicles, approximately $570,000 a year is needed to staff the vehicles. It's my pleasure to announce that as of today, we have raised $450,000 in donations in addition to the police cars. Yes. Impressive. These resources ensure that the Buckhead Safety Patrols will operate through the end of the year, and we are actively seeking donations to fund 2024 and beyond and hoping to add more vehicles. With this simple concept, donations go almost exclusively to adding more patrol hours. Thank you to everyone who has already donated. Many Buckhead businesses, institutions, residents, and community leaders, including the Buckhead Coalition, its members, and among others. We are so grateful. I'm also incredibly grateful for the support of the Atlanta Police Department in making this all a reality. And with that, it's my honor to introduce our Atlanta Police Chief, Darin Schierbaum.
Well, good morning, everyone. Good morning. And thank you, Deborah, for that introduction and the great overview. And I also want to acknowledge Jim here. Jim Durrett not only sporting a very nice hat this morning, but keeping the wind from blowing away our visual of where this footprint is going to be for this safety initiative. Representative Holland, good morning. Councilmember Norwood, thank you so much for all you do on the Public Safety Committee. I want to also acknowledge our Deputy Chief Operating Officer for the city, LaShondra Burks, that's here, as well as Robin Loudermilk, Chairman of the Atlanta Police Foundation Board. We appreciate your partnership. You know, whenever we look across the 245 neighborhoods that comprise the city of Atlanta, wherever we see effective crime fighting underway, and right now I'm very proud as I stand here today to note the 25% reduction in crimes against persons that is occurring throughout the city of Atlanta, there is always two things present. There is a strong community partnership that is play. And then there are dedicated men and women of the Atlanta Police Department that are on patrol protecting that neighborhood. And today, when we roll out this safety patrol, and thank you Buckhead Safety Alliance for being the initiative behind this, those two things are present today. We see a strong community support that is here supporting the patrol, making sure that you are involved in Court Watch, the Neighborhood Watch program, integrating and registering your cameras, and then being present today to say that public safety is just not lip service, but it's action. Our mayor speaks frequently that Atlanta is a group project, and he has made public safety his #1 priority in the city, giving record raises to our police officers, the take-home car program, and supporting the public safety initiative. So the second part of that is the incredible men and women that wear the uniform of the Atlanta Police Department. And so through this initiative, you will see more of the Atlanta police officers on patrol along the corridors that Jim is showing you. They will be there to assist with directions. They'll be there to assist with traffic control. They'll be able to assist with responding to those 911 calls that come in and being proactive to address criminal behavior where it may arise. I am very proud of the men and women of the Atlanta Police Department. So thank you to the Buckhead Safety Alliance for supporting our officers and for our elected officials for all you do for the men and women of Zone 2 and across the Atlanta Police Department. It is my privilege to bring to the podium your zone commander, Major Mitchell. And I would like to take this, if I can, Councilmember Norwood and Deborah, to say that for 2 years in a row, the men and women under his leadership have won the Crime Reduction Award for the Atlanta Police Department right here in the city of Atlanta. So Major Mitchell, if you'll come forward at this time.
Yeah. Thank you, Chief. Good morning, everyone. When I became the commander of Zone 2 last year, I knew that it would be a challenge. But one of the things that I didn't expect was how readily the community would be willing to help and support me. And as officers of Zone 2, we've had great partnerships with the community, city council members, different stakeholders that have allowed us to be able to do our jobs. And their support is one of the things that helped us win the Crime Reduction Award the last 2 years in a row. I'm glad that we won the Crime Reduction Award for the last 2 years, but there's still more work to be done. Right, there's still crime that's occurring, and there's crime that needs to be suppressed, and we're excited about tackling crime. And one of the ways that we're able to do that was with support from local organizations like the Buckhead Safety Alliance. Thank you, Deborah. And we look forward to these patrols. We're excited about these patrols. A great supporter of the Atlanta Police is the Atlanta Police Foundation, and here representing the Atlanta Police Foundation today is Robin Loudermilk. Would you like to come up and say a few words?
Hey, Robin.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. All right, thank you, Major Aylen. On behalf of the Atlanta Police Foundation, we are delighted to join with the Buckhead Safety Alliance, the Buckhead Council of Neighborhoods, the Buckhead Coalition, and the Atlanta Police Department in this broad-based community effort. We've long recognized that public safety is maximized when our police department has the support of citizens, businesses, and the nonprofit community. The Atlanta Police Foundation's 4-year-old partnership with the Buckhead Coalition on the Buckhead Safety Plan helped spearhead APF's community-based strategy to public safety. As many of you know, APF has spawned similar efforts in other parts of the town, including Midtown, Downtown, and the West Side. I'd like to call out the leadership of Councilwoman Mary Norwood and Deborah Watton of the Buckhead Safety Alliance. Their community leadership made it possible for us to inaugurate this patrol today. Thank you very much. APF's specific contribution to this effort is providing the funding and outfitting of 3 police cars for this new patrol and handling the back shop payroll services for staff. I live in Buckhead, and so I take special pride and special interest in today's event. My role as chairman of the Atlanta Police Foundation Board, I have many occasions to work with the Buckhead Coalition, which is a longtime APF partner, as well as a key partner in today's news. Thank you, and please welcome to the chairman of the Buckhead Coalition, my friend, Eric Tenenblatt.
Thank you, Robin. It's a real honor for me to represent the Buckhead Coalition here today. First, I want to give a shout out to Councilwoman Norwood and to Deborah for their tenacity in getting this done, and we were honored to partner with you all to make today a reality. As most of you know, the Buckhead Coalition strives to improve the quality of life for businesses, residents, and visitors in Buckhead. And I can think of no better example of what we're doing here today than launching the Buckhead Safety Alliance. Public safety is a top priority for all of us here in Buckhead, and I believe that the Buckhead Safety Alliance is really going to help us improve our public safety in the community. I'm pleased that through the efforts of the Buckhead Coalition, we were able to raise $250,000 towards this effort, and we'll continue to do the same in the future. We're grateful again to Deborah and to Councilwoman Norwood for their leadership. And at this time, I want to turn the mic back over to Deborah so she can get these patrols on the road.
And before we do that, does Ms. Burke want to say a few words from the city? We'd love that if you're available to do so. Not sure. No? Okay. Anyway, I am, like you know, very excited about these patrols, and with this wonderful effort, I'd like for one of our officers to get in and let's get this patrol on the road. So thank you. We won't make him drive his plane,
We need to get the balloons out of here.
I think it's in the window.
No, it's in the window, Mary.
And we'll leave the other, we'll leave the other car here for a minute for a photo op if y'all would like. And then we'll send it out as well. Thank you. I love these cars.
You got it.
Back it up.
Yeah, we got
Back it up. No.
I think he's got it. You got it, I think. Want me to move it more? Go ahead. Go on. Thank you. It's really pretty, isn't it? Thank you so much to each and every one of you, and I hope we'll have continued support. Are there any questions?
Yeah, I have a question for Chief Schierbaum.
Good morning, sir.
Okay, all right.
Certainly.
Want to give it to the left. Chief, as you've been telling everybody, we've had a problem with car crimes. You can speak to how concentrating on shopping corridors and things like that, the types of crimes that these officers might be able to get maybe right there potentially catch. I'm thinking of purse snatchings, I'm thinking of car crimes. Can you talk about some of the things that you might be able to tackle in the corridors, the shopping areas?
Absolutely, and property crimes is one of those. As people come to this area to shop in the many vibrant shops and restaurants that we have, we always want to be mindful of car break-ins that may be occurring. So just the mere visibility of the officers will be a deterrent to that. If we do see suspicious activity or a crime in progress, they'll be right there to respond. I also think it's important to note that we are a very intelligence-driven police department, so when these officers report to duty, when officers report to duty out of the Zone 2 precinct, they will come equipped with the areas that deserve their attention that they will be patrolling in.
Chief, what would you say to folks on the south side that serves a lot? Why is Buckhead getting so much attention? When we have crime problems in our own
Community partnerships are vibrant and all across our city. This isn't the only area of the city with a neighborhood supported patrol. It exists elsewhere. The citizens of this city must know that this police department and our partnerships are present in all 245 neighborhoods, and we fight crime wherever it may appear. So there should be no indication that a partnership here reflects the decapitation of this department elsewhere. And we do support community patrols all across the city.
Down in Buckhead for the second year in a row, homicides are down across. Talk a little bit about that.
You know, there's a number of things at play here, and I think if we look around this audience, we see our elected officials, we see our business community, we see business owners, we see residents, and the readers of the AJC should know when we have crime reductions, it is the whole city fighting crime. It is the mayor's comment when he says Atlanta is a group project. So cameras being integrated are part of that. Using intelligence-driven policing where we're going after gangs, guns, and drugs is part of that. Our elected officials supporting us, the community supporting us, is why I believe we stand here today with an almost 40% reduction in our homicide rate. It is going after repeat offenders that should not be on the street that we see representing themselves in these areas. And it's those things that we can influence, drugs, guns, and gangs that we're impacting. We still need everyone's help, though, Sarah, on those moments of anger when we're fighting over the most ridiculous things and guns come to play. So we still need everyone's help on that, but I do appreciate the partnership I see today. When I look across this room, and I am proud every time, Brooks, I see you or any member that's wearing the Atlanta Police Department uniform. You guys are doing an incredible job, and just keep up the good work, okay?
Thank you so very much.
You're welcome.
I
Deborah, thank
appreciate it.
you.
If we could call on you for a couple of photos, that'd be
Oh,
great.
absolutely. I don't get that often, so I'm not as good as Brooks.
It's going to be all the speakers.